What's up, guys? It's Sion. I'm back, and today we're going to be looking at Danzo Shimura. Now, Danzo's a pretty interesting character. He is a support attack character, which means he's more good for like blitzing and strategic play. This is not a auto type of guy to throw in your team and just auto and just let it go. It's not going to work out like that. You're going to have to use some type of skill to use him, so just keep that in mind. So we're going to go in here, and I'm also going to be doing this a little bit differently. It's going to be a whole lot truncated. I'm just going to basically put stats up for you guys so you can see it directly off the bat, and it's just going to be there. It makes things a little bit more faster and easier to understand. I just like it overall like this a little better. So we're going to go in and basically talk about his first passive, which you already see is a barrier, and it's the Koto Amasukami, and basically puts a barrier up that gives you extra 40% attack and ninjutsu to fire and lightning ninja, and it's a barrier, so of course being a barrier, it's like it can be canceled. So, and he never brings it back, which I just hate about the new barriers. They just never come back after they're canceled, so is what it is. It also causes chaos. Now he also has Izanagi, which this is one of the reasons why you cannot actually use him as an auto ninja, because the computer will waste the hell out of it all the time. This needs to be used. See, he's about to use it right now. It needs to be used when you're ninja in danger of something. Nobody's in danger of anything right now, so there's really no reason for him to be using that right now. He just basically uses it on the main character for no reason. It doesn't do anything else other than if somebody's about to die, it allows them to get 80% of their life back when they're about to die, but it only lasts one round. So it needs to be strategically used, and you just really cannot have the game on auto when it comes to him. You also notice that with his Koto Amasukami, pretty much during his barrier, he can chaos one person randomly, so there's that. He also has his Wind Chakra Sword. His Wind Chakra Sword, as you just seen him do, is going to attack 3 units, and it's usually just the front 3, excuse me, the front 3 units, and across going down. It has a chance of repulsing back into other people, and he also has his Chase there, as you can see, which is the root explosive attunement. It chases a repulse that causes knockdown and immobile, which is pretty good. He is a very strong overall support character, and with that, on top of that, he has extremely high life that you'll see in his growth, which should be up on the screen for you guys to check out. And his last passive, which is Ambition, which is every time a unit is defeated, this unit will recover 10 chakra and 10% of its life. It can only be triggered 6 times per round, which if you kill 6 things in one round and the fight's not over, then GG. Even with clones, that's still a lot to be killing. Like, there's only 9 things on the screen that can be possible. So he's pretty much he's a little bit of cheese. He's a little bit like Jigo Kudo. He can kind of like drink his life back as long as he's not burned. So that makes him good overall. All right, so how would you basically use him? Just because you see that life there, I would not put him in the front row. And the main reason that you don't need to put him in the front row is his defense growth and his resistance growth at base is pretty low. It's not high at all. Even when you get him, I know people say, when you get him 5 stars, that does not mean that his defense and his resistance at base is good enough for you to do that. Because when you go to 5-star, every other character in the game is at 5-star too. So if somebody's good at attack and ninjutsu, they're going to hurt Danzo. They're going to smush him. So you just definitely cannot put him in the front. He's a backline ninja. He's a strategically used ninja. You cannot auto put him in the group because he will waste his Zanagi, and you'll just basically be sitting there crying because you could have saved somebody and you just didn't save them properly in time. Now, as far as his barrier is good for fire and lightning, so you might want to typically use him only for fire and lightning, but that doesn't mean you can't use him for somebody like wind. That doesn't mean you can't use him for earth, and it doesn't mean you can't use him for water. I don't build for barriers. I just don't. Only the manual barrier people do I build for. And the manual barrier people are the Gara, the Hakus of the world, the Itachis, and the Hashiramas. I'll build for that, but I won't build for the passive barrier guys, because there's a good chance that the barrier is gone really fast. So That's up to you guys. If you want to build for a fire and lightning barrier team, that to me is just no point in that, because that's shut down so easily in this game right now. So it's up to you. Now, I would use him as a back character and keep him basically safe as much as possible. His chases hit hard. His normal attack hits hard. It's not going to, of course, it's not going to show you right here, but it does hit hard. It hits Toby like hard for no reason, but it just does. And his buff on top of that makes it hit even harder, so there's definitely that. And he actually does his Wind Chakra Sword, like, it doesn't say it, but the chance of repulse is pretty high. He has a baseline, it's pretty high repulse. You notice that he does it a lot. If you just let him run and fight like against a clone, you see that he does that an awful lot of times. So overall, a baseline, I was pretty happy to get him. You can put him out there in ranked battle. He could save somebody. The computer does a good job with actually using him to save somebody. So I don't know why it does a good job in ranked battle, but sucks ass in normal gaming. I don't know. Maybe it's just the AI thing. But as you see, he's pretty good. He pushed that immobile out. So definitely use that immobile in the chase and get him in there and make him a part of your team. I would not use him as like a blitz. I know people would actually do that, but I don't use them. I would never use them as a blitz. It just doesn't seem like it makes much sense to me. I would just basically use him as a skilled based ninja. You can use him and cheese a lot in arena. Like, he's really good in arena because his chase hits hard, his normal hits hard. He's not a real offensive ninja, and he has no prompt attack skills. So there's that. So that's pretty much Danzo. I can't reiterate enough, this is not an auto ninja, so please do not use him like that. You will not be happy. Other than that, on the bottom left is going to be more Naruto Online videos. On the bottom right is going to be the MMO show. You basically get all the latest MMO news. Top right is going to be Lady Legacy. Top left is going to be a random video. And on the bottom left, you can always hit that notification bell so it can be first notification squad. I will catch you guys soon. Peace.